Hey guys, and happy 2025. I need to start things off by saying it has been 10 years to the day since I started YouTube. January 9th, 2015 is when I set up my camera in my bedroom in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, and started filming tutorials for you guys. I have not looked back since, and I am so thankful for all those years, all the followers, which led to launching a brand, Pearl Beauty, which has been so amazing and such a ride, and it continues to be just something I'm so passionate about. And I think a lot of people probably expected that 10-year mark to pare back, not do it. I feel like I'm very much at that stage with other social media platforms, but with YouTube, I really want to focus on this and get back into it and stay consistent. I mean, consistent with posting, but I think over the last 10 years, one thing I can firmly say is who I am has stayed consistent in the style of videos. With that being said, this is a very chatty, very lackluster makeup tutorial. I mean, this is not a life-changing makeup look. It's more so a chatty one since it's been a couple of weeks because my camera did break, hence why there was no videos for the last couple months there. But we are back, we are ready. We are still inconsistent with lighting. Nothing has changed there. I hope you enjoy the first video of many for 2025. My face is feeling so lackluster and just dull, and I'm breaking out. My skin is not doing what I want it to do in 2025, especially considering a year ago, whenever I'm pregnant, my skin thrives, and I always find at that 5-6 month postpartum mark, it just goes the opposite way, like severely. It's like a reminder of, no, this isn't real, this isn't gonna stay, let me just humble you. So I'm on a journey to reduce the amount of skincare because I do think less is more, especially if you have acne prone, oily skin. That's my personal preference. And sticking to things that I know work, like not always just trying something because it's new or it was a PR drop or something like that. Do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be really conscious of what I'm putting on my skin. And I mean, I had a breakout here 2 days ago, and what did I do? Pick it. Don't pick your skin. I'm telling myself this if I rewatch it back. Don't pick your skin, Elena. Just don't. And I'm gonna go back to an old faithful. You guys know that I'm obsessed with this. This is my longest use foundation. I literally bought it maybe over 10 years ago in Sephora. It was like my first high-end foundation, and I mean, it does the job. It's so white out, there's snow on the ground, and the sky is like a white gray, so it's just reflecting off that. But I thought, you know what, it's been long enough that I've not filmed a video. My camera broke, like I mentioned at the start of the video, and I've just not had time. We were away for an award show in London right before Black Friday, and then it was Black Friday, which is our busiest time of year with Pearl Beauty. Then it was Christmas, my parents visited. I actually was off social media a little bit more over the holiday period, like that 2-week period when the kids are off, because obviously we have 3 kids and we don't really have time to just sit and be on our phones. I also feel like, I don't know, I'm gonna go into it a little bit in this video. It's been 10 years on YouTube, which is insane. It doesn't feel like 10 years if I'm being totally honest. I feel like I'm losing my spark when it comes to fast form content / Instagram. I'm not feeling as inspired. Okay, no, this is too bright. I need to bring it down. Let me see if I can bring it down. What was I saying? I'm losing my spark with fast form content because I feel like it's absorbed so quickly. People just don't take it the same, and they're like, okay, what's next? What's next? And don't even get me started on TikTok. I do think there's absolutely a place for TikTok, and it's been amazing for so many people. But when you've already been established on another platform, YouTube or Instagram, that's far too many platforms to put like your time into if it's not your primary platform. And for me, where I own a business, I already had YouTube and Instagram. There was no way I had enough hours in the day to like create new content for TikTok, because it does particularly value and shove out TikTok specific content, if that makes sense. The algorithm does. Like, it's not really like, I was just reposting my reels from Instagram to TikTok. Like, nothing was original to TikTok because I don't have that many hours in a day. And I always said whenever I started social media, I'm not a workaholic and I don't want this to consume my life. And I just feel like over the years watching people that I've loved that, you know, do everyday vlogging and whatnot, they always come to the end of it feeling like they've lost something in their own personal life because they valued and, you know, put social media at the forefront, and that is not it for me. Maybe I'm going through a quarter life crisis, maybe it's having 3 children, but it's that fine line where social media is my job, like it is my livelihood, but I also don't find its spark anymore, especially with Instagram. So long story short, I feel like I'm going to be coming back to YouTube a lot more consistently. I'm saying this very tentatively, but I want to come back with hopefully at least 1 video a week, but moving up to 2 videos a week, and then just kind of cross promoting on Instagram, but not putting my time and efforts into Instagram. YouTube is where I started. That's where my passions kind of began and where I really spent a lot of my time and put a lot of effort in. And then Instagram kind of just was, you know, tied together with it. But with YouTube, there's a specific audience. I mean, they've invested into your life, your story, you know, your content. And I think that viewer slash audience, you guys over the last decade, you have more of a connection with, and I do feel a lot safer with sharing things on here. I've always mentioned that. I just feel like YouTube is where I really want to put my energy and my focus, and I think my strength is consistency when it comes. I'm saying that after I haven't posted a lot in the last year, but consistency when it comes to style of content. Like if you've seen my videos over the last 10 years, there's hundreds of these videos. I've not gone crazy high performance with the video and audio and the dramatics and the style, and I think that's why, if I'm not wrong, you guys still feel like it's relatable. Like I truly am just a girl with a Canon G7X on a tripod using 0 studio lights in front of my window talking to you. And I think I'm gonna focus a little bit more on YouTube, less on Instagram. I can't totally erase Instagram because of the cross promotion to Pearl Beauty, and that's another thing. I just feel so thankful to you guys specifically on YouTube. The reason I started social media was to have something kind of come out of it. I knew I didn't want to be on social media for the rest of my life, and I wanted there to be a brand or something that could have longevity. Obviously Pearl Beauty was born 3 years ago, and that would not have been possible without you guys, because the risks were a lot less knowing that I had a customer that was willing to support purchase, and then from there it's just grown and grown and grown, because I think you guys know that I put a lot of time and effort into these products for people that don't typically wear makeup or feel confident applying makeup, and Pearl Beauty really has a really strong return customer rate, just because they know the products, they love the products, they trust the products. And so this year we're kind of in a little bit of a rebrand year, because we're really honing in on your purchase history and products that you keep repurchasing and why you're repurchasing them. So stay tuned to a little rejig of some things. A lot of products are going, unfortunately, just because they're not as important to some people as others. And then, oh, Patty's just come home. I want you guys to get a little bit more involved in the production of them, the naming of them, the testing of them. So just keep watching on here, and I'll have to post on Instagram for that. But hey, it's a little bit of a, I'm trying to figure out what my place is and my limits are, because I have 3 kids. I love Pearl Beauty and I really want to focus on that, but I know the importance of my platforms with cross promotion. It's going to be a little navigating this year. I went a little heavier on the bronzer just because I'm feeling like I need a bit of life and bronziness, but ignore that if that's not your cup of tea. And word of the year, do you guys do word of the year? Anyways, Patty's family, we love a good word of the year. And last year was patience, which was very well suited to last year's situations. I've shared a little bit on previous videos, won't get into it. Anyways, this year, I feel like I'm a little bit in my UGG era, if I'm being totally transparent. And I think that goes hand in hand with being in like the depths of postpartum, like, you know, just ugh. Just literally the word is the feeling, if that makes sense. My word this year is boldness. I think that looks like just speaking with more boldness. I think being on social media, I'm so aware of what people kind of want to hear, or curating how I talk to like make sure I don't hurt anyone's feelings or anything. And I do think that's still a part of my personality. Like, I'm never just gonna say something to hurt somebody's feelings. That's not who I am. But I do think I've reserved my true opinions on things just because I'm worried at what people think. And I don't know if it's age, maybe more maturity, or also just more like I don't care as much, because truly, coming back to my quarter life crisis comment, I just think life is too short. I do. So yeah, I think it's just like a mix of being a little bit more bold on sharing about my faith or sharing about my makeup opinions and not worrying about what people think as much. So I don't know. Again, we'll see how that looks over the next couple of months, but that is something I'm trying to embody a little bit more. I'd love to know what kind of content you'd like to see. I know you guys love vlogs, and I actually really do love vlogs. I'm looking at a new camera that makes it a little bit easier. It's kind of like the new vlogging camera. I have to figure out what the name is, but I might get that because I feel like it might be a little bit easier. It's like more of a compact version, but it still does have that flip screen so you can kind of see if you're in frame and all that fun stuff. So vlogging will definitely be in the cards, especially because we're doing a little bit of home, not reno, we're just changing up a room in the house. So I know you guys always love those kinds of things, and I love sharing them. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am the furthest thing from a professional, but if I want something done, I wanted it done yesterday. So impatience, what I was trying to, you know, work on last year. I mean, I'm still impatient. That's just part of my nature and who I am. I just like to get things done, and I'm not a perfectionist. I rather get it done and then own my mistakes and fix them and move on. So that's just kind of always how I've been. Okay, I'm feeling a lot more, you know, ready to take on the day. At Last Mascara has become our top 3 best selling SKUs. Our brush, our one brush and put together multi-purpose stick are also among the top 3, but considering this is one of our newest launches, was our newest launch from end of September there, beginning of October, sold out over a weekend, and we brought it back a couple weeks later, and it continues to be a top selling SKU. But I mean, for one coat, that is insane. I'm also the messiest applier. Don't worry, mascara comes off once it's dry, so don't fret over a little bit of mascara on your lids when you're applying. But it just grabs every single lash, and because it's a tubing mascara, it really pulls from the root right to the tip, but separates all the lashes still. So I mean, the difference between one coat is amazing, and I feel like you can actually see every single lash that you were given. I've made the wand tapered at the tip so you can get right into the smallest nook and cranny of your eye to get those little tiny lashes, because they count as well. And especially in the outer corner, because you have little hidden blonde lashes. If you're naturally a blonde, you have so many like hidden lashes you didn't even know about. And the bristles are short, but they just grab the lash right up, and it will dry. So I would do the 2 coats pretty quickly. Once it's dried, it ain't moving. Like, truly zero transfer. We've had every review of what this mascara has been put through, and it's not transferred, but because it's tubing, it comes off with ease. Like, truly a bit of warm water and soften the formula, and it just comes off like little tubes with zero residue, smudging, black eyes, anything like that. So there, that is 2 coats of the black At Last mascara, and that is no coats. Look at all those lashes. Insane. I don't know about you, but mascara is just one of those products that as soon as you apply it, I'm like, yeah, today's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Moving on to this little lip liner. This is probably, no, it definitely is our most multitasking product, and I think if you're not used to lip liner, let me show you how many ways you can use it. So first of all, nose contour. This is the shade Rendezvous. These are a creamy, long-wearing formula. You can kind of get away putting it in different areas. So if you're really into like makeup or videos on social media, you'll see a lot of people have been taking their lip liner and literally putting it all over their face. Not even like this dark of a shade, like more of like a rosy mauve shade even. It just looks a lot more complimentary. I think we're moving away from that really cool tone gray contour that truly no one gets how to apply because it just doesn't look natural in normal daylight. Maybe for studio light and for like photo shoots and whatnot, but for everyday life, a gray contour right here does not look natural. It just doesn't, because I like to use it in areas to enhance. So a little bit in my crease, it blends out like a dream, but it will stay. And because it still has a very, very, very soft rose in it still to be complementary as a lip liner, it just is so pretty in all these areas of my face. And then also still as a lip liner, which was its main purpose. But because it is our darkest lip liner shade, and I would have light golden skin, I would always recommend putting on a lip balm or lip gloss first. So it glides on with ease, but then you can also soften it with your finger, and it doesn't have as prominent as an effect. I also like using it as an eyeliner. We had a Pearl Beauty photo shoot yesterday, and I put this on 2 of the models as an eyeliner, and truly everyone loves it. Whenever I do a masterclass, I always use this as an eyeliner, and everyone's like, yeah, I need that. So even if you wouldn't wear it as a lip liner, it is the most complimentary brown with a rose eyeliner. Such a random but very useful product, and because it's so tiny and easy to travel with, it'll become your best friend. When I got closer for my brows, I desperately need to pluck them, but I'm just growing them out a little bit more. And I also want to get my phi brow tattoo removed, like any residue, because I just feel like I don't love having that like soft gradient behind my brows. I just want my brows to be a little bit more natural, if I'm being totally honest. So if you're from Northern Ireland and you're watching this video, do you know of anyone that removes phi brows? Because I know that pigment is technically different than just any microblading. It is a different type of pigment in the brow. So I know to remove it, it might need a different laser. But if you have any recommendations, like I don't want, see how it like looks gray behind my hairs? I don't want that anymore. I just want it to be hairs. Right, I'm gonna put everything down and end it there because I've been talking for far too long. I just wanted to come back. I know the lighting was horrendous. Nothing new will be changing over the next year, but just kind of like sharing a little bit more of being more focused with YouTube, less so on other platforms, and really just reigniting my passion with why I started 10 years ago. And the main reason was YouTube. It always was YouTube. So thank you guys for all the constant support, love, you know, encouragement over the years, and especially since Pearl Beauty. That has meant so much to me and my family. Now that Patty works for the brand, it's just been so, you know, encouraging, but also really heartwarming. And yeah, I'm just incredibly thankful. We all are, for your constant support. And there's another word I'm looking for, but anyways, please let me know in the comments other videos and things you want to see. I'm going to be a lot more consistent. Please hold me accountable because I just want to be as well. So I hope you all had a safe and wonderful start to your 2025, and I'm really looking forward to what this year holds. So I will see you in the next video, which should be uploaded soon. Bye.